Hello and welcome to another video podcast brought to you by Shrewton TV. My name's Jez and this week I'll be talking about growing your own. Growing your own vegetables, apart from being really rewarding, can actually be quite good fun too, no matter how successful it turns out to be. But if you do find out that you're really good at growing, you can actually cut down on those rising food bills that just seem to be escalating at the minute. But it's always better to start off small, and I'll be supplying some links at the end of this podcast to help you get started. Now, before I moved to Shrewton, I used to have an allotment within Salisbury city centre, and kept it going for 4 seasons. The first season I got very good at growing weeds and digging holes, but I was generally surprised at actually, how successful it did actually turn out to be in the end, despite not knowing anything to do with growing vegetables. Big crops included courgettes and potatoes, and my neighbours they're always willing to chip in with advice, and soon discovered that everyone has their own unique way of doing things, and everybody has their own hang-ups, and be it rabbits or slugs or foxes or whatever. But yeah, it was generally very, very good fun, a lot of hard work, but yeah, it was very rewarding. I also had a shed on there as well, which was in the final of Shed of the Year. But I won't go into that. But yeah, it was a finalist for Shed of the Year. Did I mention that at all? Anyway, I had to give up the plot when I moved to Shrewton, but I acquired a garden, and I'm sort of like ring fencing certain areas of this garden and turning them into veg patch and raised beds. The soil's not brilliant. I mean, the first soil test revealed a battery circa 1980 and a bit of coat hanger, but we found a small area of the garden, and although the soil's poor and the area is very small, I'm actually able to grow quite a lot of stuff in it, and I hope this will encourage you to do the same. Just devote a small area of your garden to growing vegetables. Here we have courgettes, which oddly enough seem to thrive in any conditions, and always plenty to pick. And also we've got here pumpkins, which aren't the biggest, but they're still a pumpkin at the end of the day, which I'm really pleased about. But I also noticed that from exploring the city, the village here, that there are actually allotments in the village, and so if you're if you're not too keen on getting out in your garden and digging it up, actually maybe see about acquiring one of these and sort of cranking up the scale and doing it on a larger scale perhaps. I can't find much information on the web about it, so I can't provide you with a link, but I'm sure if you get in touch with the parish council, they'll be able to point you in the right direction. In the meantime, I'd like to draw your attention to a site which is incredibly helpful, and that's Wiggly Wigglers. They not only sell the equipment and the worms to get you going, but they also produce a very informative and relaxed audio podcast, which you can download or listen to straight off the site. But you'll also find them on YouTube as well, doing a few instructional videos, and I bought from them many a time and always listen to their podcast every week, and it's just a bit of fun at the end of the day, but it's quite surprising how much you take in when actually you enjoy listening to people talking about what they're passionate about. So this is a very short podcast in terms of the topic I'm covering, but I hope it's enough to inspire you to get out and just have a go at discovering exactly what you can grow, and just maybe drop me a line or send me a photo. Alright, until next time, see you later, bye. Oh, while I remember, did I mention that I was a Shed of the Year finalist?